Marius, welcome so much here.
You are touring a little bit Dubai, not the conventional way. Once you are connected with the high intelligence, it's like a flow. You cannot stop it anymore. Of 1.24 million euro.
This was your first film. What is the secret to becoming really successful in real estate in Dubai?
You need the motivation, the pain, the hunger. You are in your comfort zone. You'll never make it.
Yes.
Then you need the determination. You need the discipline. You need the ritual to work.
Marius, my art to yours. I want to say welcome so much here. I'm very excited to chat with you. And this is actually an extension of our chat last Sunday. I want to say thank you again for guiding me around Dubai in this amazing, basically billionaires real estate tour. And that's how we met.
Yeah.
Right? Can you tell a bit about what we were doing there?
Basically, we were touring a little bit Dubai, not the conventional way, because I told you guys that the commercial stuff you can see by yourself. However, when you are with me, you'll experience a part of Dubai that most other people don't even have the chance to do it. I have customers which are living in Dubai for 5, 6, 7 years, and after one day or half day with me, they are saying that, Marius, I'm shocked. I couldn't expect that something else can surprise me in Dubai. So basically, we had a few stops. Dubai Cake Harbor, Arabian Tea House. We've been to District 1 to see the largest swimming pool in the world. We've been to Dubai Hills Golf Club, then to Imar Beachfront. So it was like half-day tour.
It was honestly amazing. It's the best thing I've ever done in Dubai. I needed another half day to really process what happened. I came back home and was like, wait, what? I just met you and you showed me and my colleagues around on this incredible tour, which actually made me excited to interview you and invite you for an interview, because in the car, you spoke about your whole journey and you're now famous as the billionaire broker. You're mainly known here in Dubai about your real estate experience and your knowledge about the market. But you told so many more stories. I'm like, wait up, this guy is way more than just a very experienced real estate broker.
It's just a part of the story.
It's just a small part. And that's why I was like, you know what? Let's have a chat. I want to get to know you better. And let's put the cameras on and the mics on and record it.
I'm here.
So we get her. So you told me a little bit more about inventions. And I heard already from my colleagues from Ben and France, the guy we're going to meet is an inventor. And I'm like, what is an inventor?
What's that?
Right? What's that? So can you tell a little bit more about that?
Well, in my opinion, I think that being an inventor, it's also, generally speaking, a creator. You don't know, but my journey started as an artist, actually. I had my high school in arts, fine arts, plastic arts. Then basically the story was a little bit different, meaning that my dream was to become a car designer. I think that I was something like 11th grade when I decided to go into this direction. It didn't happen for various reasons, too long story to catch up now. But at the same time, I started to unlock my mind. So basically, once you are connected with the higher intelligence, it's like a flow. You cannot stop it anymore. So basically, from that point on, I created over 300 projects. Some of them, they were on the market. Some of them, they were took over by other companies. Some of them, they are still in my mind, and I'm still working on them. And basically, this is my retirement plan.
Mm-hmm.
However, I was not able at that point, and I'm speaking about the years 2000 to 2005, we had an inventors club in my hometown in Romania, which, for instance, in 2001, we registered over 500 patents in the State Office for Inventions and Trademarks.
In 1 year?
1 year.
Oh, that's many.
We were something like 20 youngsters. I was the oldest one in the group.
Okay.
So basically, we registered more than all the universities in Romania together.
Wow.
Yeah, then in 2004, we returned from Geneva exhibition, invention and new products and technologies exhibition, which is the largest in the world. We returned with 11 medals. And I personally had 3 weeks depression because I was expecting to sell something, and then was actually the turning point in my life, because I realized that you don't sell ideas,
Yeah.
you don't sell inventions, you don't sell concepts, you don't sell dreams like this, you sell businesses.
Correct.
So that was the point when I shifted towards business, and everything changed after that.
So what was the first thing you did after that in business?
After that in business, I started to study.
Okay.
I started to study, and in 2 years, I became actually a business consultant. I helped on the local market in my hometown to set up a few businesses. Then in 2008, I opened my first business. Then I went to Japan for 7 years. In the meantime, basically, I've launched 5 businesses in Romania, 2 in Tokyo while I was living there, and now I'm at the 8th business here in Dubai.
Wow. So then you made the transition from Japan to Dubai,
Yes,
very different markets.
different worlds, not
Different
only
worlds.
different markets,
But
from
which way?
Romania to Japan to
Yeah.
then to Dubai.
Exactly.
From all points of view, Japan is nice to visit, but to live there is quite challenging, especially if you're not Japanese, if you're a Gaijin, because the opportunities are not so many. So basically, you are always a little bit on the side.
Yeah.
And from this perspective, it's incomparable. Dubai, it's amazing, 10 times better than Japan.
There's endless opportunities.
Opportunities, the lifestyle, the fact that you don't see the discrimination, the people are different here, the vibe is different. And there is also something else about Tokyo. Don't get me wrong, I love it. By the way, I'll go this year later, I think October, I'll go because I miss their food. They have the best food in the world, and I'm not thinking about Japanese cuisine. I think about the international one. Best
International.
pasta, best pizza, best burger, best. I don't even know what I had in Tokyo.
Do not tell that to the Italians. They will
Sorry,
debate
guys.
They will not love you. But when you went from Japan to Dubai, right? Did you already have a clear plan? What intention did you
No,
take?
actually, you see, the situation was totally different because from Japan, I went back to Romania. I launched another business, and I got disappointed by the workforce, by the employee generally. So I sold that business, and then my friend, which he was living here for United Works,
Yes.
he was living here already for 5 or 6 years. He said, actually, he was pitching me the idea, oh, even when I was in Japan, Marius, come to Dubai. Maybe you like it. Maybe. Nah, for him, I'm doing business in Japan. I went back to Romania. Marius, come to Dubai. No, I'm doing business in Romania. I don't want to be a real estate broker. And he was trying to always pitch it and explain it, but it's different. You need to understand. Nah, I never done sales. I was never an employee, always business. And I was okay. But at that moment when I got disappointed from the employees and I sold that business, I'm calling Farin. I'm telling him, Farin, I'm coming to Dubai. I think it was something like 2016 and or 18, I don't know exactly, 17. And he said, Marius, it's useless if you come now. 2 days back, it was a big crisis with Qatar when they got the residents, the Qataris residents and diplomats, they got 48 hours to get out of the country.
Oh.
So the market is down.
Not good.
It's useless. I said, okay, what should I do now? What should I do now? And during the years, I was basically involved in also 9 NGOs. So there is this international NGO, I don't know if you know it, JCI, Junior Chamber International.
Yes.
Kofi Annan, Nixon,
Yeah.
Bush, all of them, they were members of JCI.
Yeah.
And at a certain point, during the years, we had a branch in my hometown. Only that it stopped. I said, okay, I'm doing 1 year of voluntary work. And I relaunched this NGO. I put it on the right track. Then it was April 2018, when Florin called me and I said, Marius, I'm coming to Romania to pick you up and you are coming to Dubai. I said, okay, let's do it.
Okay. And then you were here.
And here I came with debts from another business in technology, from another bad investment that I made, and no experience in real estate, no experience in sales. And from that point, things change up to a certain level gradually,
Yeah.
and then exponentially. Because you see, being on the market, not being aware about how Dubai works openly, not being aware about sales process, not being aware about real estate, the volume of information that I was exposed to, it was overwhelming.
And you had that.
And I had my debit.
Yes.
Yes. I managed to do my first sale, which was the smallest one that I ever done, in 55 days. And Florine was actually impressed by that. I thought, okay, just happened. I had a few other sales after that. Then, 5 months later, when I was already comfortable with what's happening here, when I understood how the market operates, when I understood everything, by luck, I got in touch with a person, which is currently, I think, investment preference in Japan Tabata International. I received a lead from the company that I was working at that point in the CRM. I was watching it, and I think that it was previously contacted by someone else from the team. And yeah, I didn't pick up the call. So I tried to call him also. It was a Friday. I think it was something like 5th or 4th of October. And I tried to call him. Of course, the phone was closed, and I'm WhatsApping him. And he said, Marius, I apologize. I'm on an island. I just have Wi-Fi. Let's communicate on something. And in 5 hours, I sold the property of 1.24 million euro.
This was your first deal?
It was my first large deal over $1 million.
Wow.
But you need to understand the context. Before that, Florine, my friend, he was always telling me, look, that person he sold properties of $1 million each. Like to God, $1 million.
Yeah.
That other person sold the property, an apartment of 1 million euro. Oh wow, 1 million euro. No matter how confident I was, no matter of the motivation that I had, no matter the great mindset that I had, I couldn't conceive, I couldn't understand the magnitude of this. And from that day, when I met Akil, the guy from JKI, everything changed. Because it was the confirmation that I'm doing the right thing, that I can connect with the right people. And after that, 90% of the deals that I closed, they were above $1 million. It never stopped. And I'm always telling to Akil, you are my lucky charm.
That's beautiful. So, if I understand it well, do you think you needed that confirmation?
And unfortunately, yes. No matter how much I want to believe that I can do it by myself,
Yeah.
I needed that thing that shifted my mind. That's another one, because last time we discussed it about another idea that shifted my mind.
Exactly. Do you want to share a little bit more about that?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I give it a shred. Yes, that happened in 2021. Yes, it was 2021. So after the COVID times, I'm receiving a referral. I'm always screening the people that I'm working with, because I don't have time to work with everyone. But if they are referrals, if they are high net worth individuals, I'm assisting them.
Yeah.
Especially because at that point, I was alone. I was just a broker. Yeah. So I'm looking at the guy. I see, okay, he's the author of the $1 Billion Secret Book. That's interesting. After spending 1 week with him and exploring basically the entire market and everything that's suited for him in Dubai, exactly 1 week, it was on 21st of March, 2021, on my birthday.
Oh, wow.
I
Yeah.
was with him in the car. And when I was driving, I asked him, Rafael, why and how you started with this concept of the book, The Billionaires? And what happened after that changed my life completely. Because I'll give you some hints. I hope that you have an interview with him soon. So
I hope so.
I don't want to share it
Rafael's
out.
coming for you.
Yes.
I would love that. Yeah.
Tomorrow is his birthday, by the way.
Let's send him a message.
Yes. And he said, Marius, do we have once per hour? I said, of course, we are spending the entire week already here. Let's go. Let's go for a coffee.
Yeah.
And we were, I think, in Marinati. I remember even now that he was sick of the idea of drinking coffee from plastic and tar paper cups during the pandemic.
Yeah.
He was requesting especially for a ceramic cup to get the coffee. And in 1 hour, I understood that everything that I knew, everything that I learned was useless if I was not gonna invest it into the right direction and scale it with networking and thinking at a really large scale. And a few months later, just understand how the events happen after that. A few months later, I informed, actually, no, it was then on the spot. I informed my company that I was working with them as a broker, that I don't want to receive leads from them anymore. I generate my own leads from networking, from our resources. And 1 year later, we separated paths and I opened my own agents.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a big
it
transition.
happened like, exactly. And fast one, actually.
So how was that like doing this in Dubai, right? Because the real estate market, there's so many here, but when you decided like, hey, I'm going to go on my own way, did it affect the relationship with the agency you're working with?
Of course. It also
As a conflicts? Let's say a little bit.
it's not conflict. I will not say
Friction?
conflict, but there is a friction because basically from their resource, they are becoming their competitor, and it's not what they want.
Yeah.
Except me, because I don't have this issue with my peers,
Competitors. Yeah.
and not even in competition. And I'll tell you why. Because I know what I can bring to the table. And by the way, I'm going to open a parenthesis about this. Do you know what's the greatest invention of an inventor?
The greatest invention of an investor in general?
Yes. I'll give you a hint. It's not the one from yesterday.
And tomorrow.
Exactly.
Ah, yes.
It's not the one from yesterday, folks. It's not the one from today, it's all from tomorrow.
Yes.
So even if I give them my entire business system today, it's useless for them because they will not even understand what's happening there. Even if they'll replicate 100%, tomorrow, it's not even that tomorrow I'll come with something better.
Yeah.
I already have a plan for 3 years
Exactly.
of the product, the technology, the automation, everything that will launch from now. I don't have enough time, but I have a plan for 3 years.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
This is how we are doing business. You need to understand that Dubai
Yeah.
is the most competitive market in the world in terms of real estate.
Yeah.
So if you are not different,
Yeah.
if you don't approach the situation different, if you don't communicate differently with the customer, if the branding is not different,
Yeah.
you're like everyone else. There are 60,000 licenses on the market
Exactly.
and so many agents without a license. So basically, it's like a mad war here.
Yeah.
But we know what we bring to the table. We are doing consultancy stuff. I give you an example in the car last week that it's just one example from all the transactions that we had. I selected one and I went for that one, and I realized that in 12 months we created an return of equity for our one of our investors of 700%.
Oh yeah, explain to me.
Yes.
It's crazy. Yeah.
So we know how to do it. And we are very different.
So would you say like becoming, because I think most people who are listening or watching right now, they want to ask you like, okay, what is the secret to become successful in Dubai in the most competitive market? If I can summarize what you explain, is like being like really innovative, being like looking at
This is my approach.
This is your approach.
This is my approach.
But if you would answer the question, what is the secret to becoming really successful in real estate in Dubai? I'm not sure if you want to.
As an agent,
Yes.
you need the motivation, the pain, the hunger.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you are comfortable and if you are in your comfort zone, you'll never make it.
Yes.
Then you need the determination. You need the discipline. You need the ritual to work. It's not about motivation. And you see, here, there are brokers who are making lots of money. But some of them, they work, they make money, then they relax. In 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, they start to lose the money.
Yeah.
But in the same time, in this period of time, they didn't work. So they need to start from zero again.
Yeah.
And it's one of the issues. But if you have this discipline, especially after you are making the deal, when you have the good vibe, when you have the good energy, when you have everything around you and you attract more, if you stop, you don't do anything. So you need to continue. Then, my opinion, and this is actually something in my heart, it's something from my heart, it's at the core of the business. You need to be in the right company. And I'll explain why. One of the major issues in Dubai, and I'm speaking about the real estate brokerage agencies, is the fact that all of them, they are bringing in people, all this fresh blood, with the idea to squeeze them. Because when someone is moving from one company to another, they'll hold 1-2 deals to close having the new cafe. They'll close them and then nobody knows what will happen if they will be on the same track. And even more than that, they bring them in and sometimes they don't pay commissions.
You don't pay commissions.
There are plenty of brokerages in Dubai which they don't pay commission.
And what happens then? What is the money then? Or they just don't pay out?
Depends on how maleficent is the person, the owner of the company. Because there are cases when in some companies the deals are closed on the name of the owner. This means that the broker cannot do anything else
Legally.
legally.
Yeah.
So there are agencies which they own millions, tens of millions to some of the agents. We'll not speak about that.
Yeah.
There is also something else about the right agents. They are bringing people in, and as an agent, as a broker, you need to have this free mindset. You need to be entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
But worse, freelancer or entrepreneurial.
Yeah.
But anyway, you need to have that vibe of doing always something new, going out, to connect with people more. Then, and it's a phrase that I like to say it always. Being a real estate broker, it's not a job. It's not that you go from 9 to 5.
Exactly.
Then you end up, you go home and you relax and you forget everything. Because sometimes we speak with our customers at 10 in the evening, at 2 a.m. if they are calling us from the United States. So it's like a permanent lifestyle.
Yeah.
Being a real estate broker in Dubai, everywhere I think, but there are some cultures that are more relaxed. But here it's a huge pressure. So it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
So they are bringing people in, people with the entrepreneurial mindset, freelancer at worst, and they are treating them like employees. They put them to come to the office, stay at the office from 9 to 5, work like in a call center, and the vibe it's like a call center because everyone, you have 50, 100, 200 colleagues, everyone is calling. I'm really saying to my people that you don't have to come to the office. You have to be in the best hotel. You have to be in the best restaurant, the best coffee shop, the best swimming pool, whatever you want. The best place where your customers are.
Exactly.
Because if you're in the office as a broker, you are wasting time.
Yeah.
I don't want to see you in the office.
Yeah.
So I think that these are the most important thing, with more emphasis on the fact that you need to be in the right agents.
Makes sense. And one thing I want to tap into, you were talking about like a routine or the discipline, right? You said like you need to do that every day. So
And have the consistency.
the consistency. How do you stay consistent?
I can tell you what I was doing before that, while I was a broker. Because now, since I have my own agency, I'm working much more than before. So I'm driven actually by the idea to support my team, to see my team growing personally, growing professionally, and making deals, making good money. This is what drives me, basically. Before that, I think that the fact that I've done business before helped me a lot. Because I behaved for myself, not for the agency. I was not going to the office. Even if they required me to go to the office, I couldn't. Why I should go there and be in the bad vibe and wait in traffic and stay in the parking and pay for the parking every single day when I can be in the places where my customers are? So I was picking up my laptop, going in these best places and working like nuts, literally like nuts, because you see, and it's in everything in life. To realize great things, you need to have a small obsession about it.
Absolutely.
So I was there. I have some hotels where I really like to work from the vibe there is different, the energy is different, the people that are coming are different. And I even had amazing deals from there. For instance, I was in Vida Creek Harbor, you've seen the place. And I was speaking with the customer on the phone. And after I hang up, someone approached me. And he told me, excuse me, are you a broker? I heard the conversation. I said, yes. Okay, I own all the penthouses here in this island, and I want to work with you.
You're just walking around and having
No,
fun.
I was there at the table with our laptop and the phone.
Love it.
This is how you should be.
No, this is a really good one. I sold tickets for my events and retreats and company retreats even while I was in coffee shops. When people hear, are you dealing? That's the thing. You want to have people see you in action.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they know that you can fight for them, that
Yeah.
you can deliver,
Yeah.
they feel your vibe, your energy.
Exactly. So you also said you need to be actually super resistant. You need to be resilient.
So resilient.
The pain, it's not easy. You say it's a very competitive market.
Yes.
When you have
And
it,
you are losing deals. You're losing
absolutely.
money,
You need to you get no all the time, obviously, right? How do you deal with that? How do you become so resilient and not down when you get another no?
You realize that it's a game of numbers in the end. You need basically to understand that every single no that you are getting, it's a step closer to get a yes. At the same time, during the years, I've learned to screen better the people from painful situations. I can describe you a couple of them if you want, but they are really painful.
Give me one
One of them.
Yes, please.
In 2020, it's 2020.
Yes.
It was absolutely when I received this lead. An Italian lady, she was not speaking English. Thanks God that I understand I can speak Italian. Not properly, but we can understand each other. She wanted a villa, a large one. The lockdown started actually here on 28th of March.
Okay.
And even after the lockdown, I think it was 2 weeks and a half later, I went and now in the pandemic, I was recording villas for her. We spoke with her husband, with her entire family, with their banker for 1 year and a half, every single day, at least half an hour.
1 year and a half every day.
Wait, at least half an hour. Sometimes 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour and a half. I'm coming next week. Okay, great. I booked the hotel.
You covered costs.
Yes.
Great.
I'm coming on my birthday. I booked the tickets for the entire family at La Perle.
Are you kidding me?
No,
That's the VIP service you give.
this is what they are. Then, okay, I'm sending my son. Okay, I'm waiting for it. Nothing happened. I'm filming this villa, that one is sold out, that penthouse is sold out. Search for a new one every single day. On top of the phone conversation, the research that I was doing, the service there. And at a certain point, the husband called me and he told me, Marius, will you come next week? I said, okay, listen, it's 1 year and a half since we are discussing. I need to ask something. I'm checking this. I was waiting for you so many times. Just understand the level of service, not the service, but of pain and the struggle that I had. I was checking their posts on social media to understand if they are real or not. I was doing every single detail to understand if they are real or not. When I was going nuts for it.
Yeah.
And he tells me, and I'm asking, what's the deal? Are you coming? Please provide me proof of funds.
Yeah.
Give me all the details. I need to do my own due diligence. I'm a nice guy, but we reach to the point when we need to do it. And he tells me, you know what? I'll not mention the name. My wife, in Milan, the lockdown started in January. By the point when she reached you, there were already 3 months when she was inside the apartment. I had the feeling that she's going nuts and that I'm losing her. So I needed to plant a dream in her mind.
Oh my gosh.
And it's not the worst. It's just one.
Oh, this is the beginning. Oh my gosh. That's so
It's
painful.
out of the cases.
So based on that experience, and I'm so sorry that you've been through that. I mean, it's the game as well as the risk of the game, but 1.5 year nurturing elites and also investing time, money, everything into it.
And hopes.
Oh yeah, of course. You can hit yourself against the head when it doesn't go through. With all these experiences, did you find a system to filter faster? Not things are serious or not. Yeah.
Since I think almost 2 years back, we need to ask people for KYC form for anti-money laundering policy.
Yes.
So I think that this step, it's actually also validation for us that they are real, that they are not fake, that they are interested, that they have the funds and everything. So we need to provide KYC, proof of funds, source of funds, everything. So it makes it a little bit easier.
So that's the process. So like, let's say I would want to find a property here in Dubai. I provide the documentation.
Yes.
That's good. Freedom ahead of you for the
It's
market.
good here because this is actually something that helps the body to get out of the gray list.
Yeah.
So now, for instance, if you are coming from some countries with restrictions, we are not even allowed to buy.
Yeah. That's actually good.
Yeah, it's good
for you.
It's good for everyone. I mean, the bureaucracy and the extra work that we need to do is much more because we need also to check, verify them, do our own due diligence. However, I think it's better for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So before that, before the date that was launched, let's say, have you ever experienced like a crazy situation, someone come with like loads of money and you thought, okay, where does this come from? I don't even want to know, but I will get you a house. And it's click.
I worked on a deal of over 950 million euro. Again,
950 million for one location.
Yeah, it was actually a huge investment, and it was just part of the total deal of over, I think, something like 4 billion euro.
Wow.
However, even now, 5 years and a half later, I'm not sure if it's real or not.
Wait, this lead is still in the pipeline?
I'm still discussing with
you're still
new people
discussing?
every time.
Interesting.
Just understand the level of what's happening. I was doing the due diligence. I was researching on them. And I've seen that one of the managers of that guy has the same name like a friend of mine.
Okay.
And it was from the same country.
Okay, interesting.
And I'm calling the guy. And the guy says, "No, Marius, that's not me. However, that's my uncle." I hang up the phone. 1 hour later, the lead calls me. "Why are you doing investigation on me?" It's due diligence. It's normal. I have to do it.
Yeah.
So I was okay.
Oh,
let's see.
But so this is still like and did you damage the relationship thing?
No. But I'm still not 100% that. No. Now I'm to the other direction.
Yeah.
Now that I'm not convinced that the deal will work, now I'm more into the direction that the deal will not work. But I'm still keeping the relationship with us.
So you just set expectations.
No, I have some hints that maybe it's not what it should be.
Yeah.
Maybe I think that at this point I reached the level where even if they'll come and they'll say, "Marius, please help me with that," I'll say, "I'm sorry, I will not be able to do that."
I can imagine. Wow, it's like while I'm talking with you, and I can imagine like sometimes the stress levels that comes with this, right?
Regardless how strong are you mentally.
Yeah.
When you discuss about a deal of
950 million, for example.
few hundred million euros, for example.
Yes.
It's not the same like you are working on 5 million euro, on 10 million euro, which is happening.
Yeah.
It grows exponentially. So basically, also the pressure grows. Also, and you are more exposed to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Because sometimes in this kind of big deals, which they take years and years and years, a small thing can change everything.
Yeah. So how long, let's say, so did you do contracts over $1 billion?
No.
So you didn't close yet. But until mostly you serve people in that level of the markets.
Yes.
Say, right?
Yes. And more than that, I'm a consultant on a project. I showed you when we were on the Mar Beachfront.
Yes.
A $15 billion project.
Yeah.
Of a tower, the first vertical city that will stand up straight from the water with 5-6 floors under the sea level where you will be able to stay like in an aquarium and watch outside.
It's insane. I cannot even wrap my head around it, honestly. Like this kind of project. And also like the story that you told, like you needed that, let's say, $1 million project to get the confirmation, like I can do it, right? But there's different levels. People from 1 million to 5, I get 10. I'm like, oh wow, you know. So like the project was 950 million, for example. Like when you first heard about that, like how did you feel? What happens within you?
I called my friend, I called Farin. Look what's happening. What's here? What was it? What should I do? Why
Yeah, of course.
I was still in my early beginnings. I think that I had something like that at that point 1.5 years on the market.
Yeah.
I was not fully matured about that and understanding everything. But in the end, it's the same like a normal transaction, only that it takes much more longer period of time, much more due diligence, much more work and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marius, Orsid, thank you so much
Always
for your time. It was really a pleasure. Like I am over the moon